Congratulations, you finally made it to 4 p.m. You know what that means. Happy hour. It's time to kick back, relax, and dive into the world of sports with the Young and Norvelle Show. Whether you're catching up on the latest scores, analyzing the big plays, or gearing up for tonight's games, we've got you covered. So grab a cold one, settle in, and let's talk sports. Here they are, Patrick Young and Terry Norvelle.
It is Major League All Star Tuesday. It is also a Hurricane Jewington Creek Tuesday around here. Terry Norvelle, Trenton Torchia. Welcome to the Young and Norvelle Show live in Mandarin, in the heart of Mandarin, at Hurricane Grill and Wings. We hope to hear from Patrick Young a little bit later. Welcome. Good to have you back. I know you've been on a little vacation, traveling around a little bit here and there.
Doing some coaching.
A little coaching?
A little coaching on the road.
How you doing, man? Must be doing good. Probably what? 12-0, 13-0?
4-2 last week. So
4-2, okay.
Terrible.
Okay.
In the big event.
Okay.
So it's 16U. And
okay. So far, so good.
So interesting story. We actually played the number 4 ranked team in the country.
Oh, boy.
16U.
Okay.
Our first 3 games, we saw 89, 89, 89.
In 16 and under.
Yes.
They're running up. They're 89.
They're already 89.
Oh, boy.
So with a lot left in the tank as they get bigger.
Do I understand you were 4-2 going in, but what are you now?
Well, it was 4-2 last week.
Okay, last week.
Yeah.
Overall. Okay. Now, you were at a ballpark today, I understand.
Yeah, you're going to go.
And, it's baseball. It's baseball season.
This was the collegiate.
We're going to have a live report from the Major League All Star Game, I do believe, about 5:30. It's
Which
baseball
is fantastic.
season. Yeah, I think Kade's going to try and squeeze in a call. He is live in Atlanta. Our buddy Kade Kistner, who follows our baseball report on Tuesdays, the Sports Illustrated baseball publisher. So it's baseball season. How are you doing? Like when you get called to fill in some, right? And I guess because of your great baseball knowledge, how's that going this summer? Your fill-in coaching duties.
This summer or my overall track record?
Either
over 3
or.
summers.
We're going to get them all.
So this is the Collegiate League here in Jacksonville.
Okay.
The Coastal Collegiate Baseball League, CCBL.
Sure.
And they're friends of the show. So I'm 2-13.
Oh, my.
Fill-in manager.
What's the problem?
Over 3 years. Well, clearly.
More coaching?
I mean, if you have to look for one thing, because I'm not coaching the same team, it's different teams.
Okay.
And this team happens to be right in the hunt to be the number 1 seed at the end of the season. It wasn't good.
The first question is, if your record as a fill-in skipper, a fill-in baseball manager, is 2-13
lifetime.
My first question is, why do they keep calling you? How do you get to 15 games?
So it's a good question. I think I'm a better roving pitching guy because I win one and I lose one. And
you need to cheat or something.
Well, I do preface it by saying, hey, by the way, guys, here's my track record.
Yeah.
And then half of them want to leave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm hurt. My hamstring hurts or whatever.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Well, it is baseball day. A bunch of baseball to talk about today. Not a lot going on. SEC Media Days. We'll see if there's anything. Day number 2 of 4. We had a good report from Brent Beard in Atlanta. By the way, SEC Media Days and the All-Star Game in Atlanta right now. That's big-time city.
That is.
I don't like Atlanta, but if you host the SEC Media Days and the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, and no big deal. Here we are in Jackson.
They can handle it. They handle the Olympics, remember?
So we are sitting here. Last week it was announced. Here's the difference between Atlanta. One of the differences between Atlanta and Jacksonville when it comes to these big events. Atlanta doesn't think twice. You said it. Super Bowls, national championship games, Olympics, every sport you can have, right? NBA, Final Four, everything. They don't bat an eye. They've got the SEC Media Days, 4 days. There's well over 1,000, just a huge event scattered all around Atlanta. They've got this thing called the Major League All Star Game. Last night, the festivities. Tonight, the game.
And last night, it was packed with fans.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. They were falling out. We're watching some highlights, the home run hitting contest. It's Major League Baseball's time to stop midseason and say thank you and hello, and we love our game, we love our fans. Last week in Jacksonville, one of the stories is, and it's a cool story, but wow, did y'all see the release? The University of Florida just sent out their basketball release, and the Gators will play a non-conference game in November against the Miami Hurricanes in men's basketball, the defending national champions. They did it last year. They played South Florida to kick off the season. in the arena. Well, this game coming up in November on the 16th, that's on a Sunday. The Jaguars play at 1 o'clock right across the street.
Oh, no. What are we going to do?
Oh, my God. Oh, no. 1 and 7. 1 o'clock and then 7 o'clock tip. And it's cool. I think it's cool, but Jacksonville's like, that was kind of a talk a little bit last week.
So I wonder how many people are going to double dip.
Why not? Why wouldn't you? We talked about that. By November 16th, the weather should be broke. It should be cooler.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to watch a 3-hour Jaguar game and be just a sweaty mess. It's kind of cool to walk over to the
just hang out.
Hang out, yeah.
There's a couple neat places there to grab a bite or whatever if you don't want stadium food or
like your tailgate.
Arena food or whatever.
Like your tailgate. We're all going to your tailgate.
Okay.
But that is pretty cool, I think. Staying with baseball here on Tuesday. MLB came out with I thought was just, I don't know why, but I think it's really cool, and I hope it happens. I have no allegiance to a Major League Baseball team. I love baseball. I'm not a Dodger fan, a Yankee fan, a Braves fan. I love baseball. Never been a real fan of anybody. I think I'm going to be a Tampa Bay Ray fan the rest of this year. Did you see what Major League Baseball came out and announced earlier today? And obviously around the All Star Game, you got all the media there. It's great. Major League Baseball, MLB, came out and said, because there's been a little discussion about what if the Rays make the playoffs? What if they have to host a game?
Yeah.
And they're playing, for people that don't know, their stadium had the roof ripped off with a hurricane last year. So they're playing. The Rays are basically renting out the New York Yankees minor league facility down there in the Tampa St. Pete.
Spring training spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they play all of their home games. They don't have a stadium right now. So all of their home games. And the Rays are good. The Rays are good. Major League Baseball came out earlier today or last night. I don't know when it was official. And they said, because there's been talk, well, if the Rays make the playoffs, do they just go down and play in the Marlins Stadium? Do they go? That stadium seats 10,047 fans. It's a triple spring training facility.
And it's actually an A-ball stadium.
It's a spring training. Major League Baseball came out today and said, should the Rays make the playoffs, they will play their games in that spring training stadium, even if they make it to the World Series. The World Series could have games played in a 10,000-seat stadium. How cool is that? I love it.
It's pretty intimate if you think about it. But, well, now here's the other side of it. If you want to be like a little bit jaded, which I can be.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
sure.
about what they draw at the Trop.
Oh.
So it just looks like capacity, but really it's a normal crowd for them.
But
when
think
you
about
get into postseason,
everything that goes in. What if the Dodgers are playing the Rays
in a World Series?
The Dodgers with Ohtani and Yamamoto, they bring 10,000 Japanese media with them, right? Where are they going to put all these?
Yeah.
I love it.
You love
know
it
how
because
many
it's a problem, right?
Well, I think it's kind of neat. It's kind of different. And Major League Baseball didn't bail out. They said, well, hell, think about it. That would be so unfair to the players. I'm sure that, their families are there in that area. The ballpark's destroyed, but wouldn't it suck if, what is Tampa down to Miami? That's 3 hours.
You got to go across the coast.
Yeah.
Florida,
I mean, you got to go all the way. But it wouldn't be fair to the the families. How bad would that be for your wife and probably young kids? If you got kids at that age, you're a Major League Baseball player, 20s and 30s. They would have to get in a car and drive or stay in a hotel in Miami for 2 games or whatever. I think it's really cool. The World Series could be played in a spring training stadium.
But I don't know. I think you're right. It would be crazy anyway. It would be kind of a neat story to follow. Yeah. But they have a lot of work to do in order to get there.
Okay, hold on. Well, hold on. Now they had the Rays got swept by the Red Sox in a big series this past.
Red Sox won 10 in a row. By the way.
Yeah, they're red hot. But right now in the American League East, Toronto leads 2-game lead over the Yankees, 3-game lead over the Red Sox because the Red Sox are on a 10-game winning streak. And they had a big 4-game series with the Rays, and they won all 4. Okay, so the Rays, though, are 50-47. They're 5.5 games out of the East. And it was they were two behind 5 days ago. But let's take a look at this, my man. Let's take a look at this. Let's do the wild card. The Rays are a game and a half out of the third wild card. So they're right in the middle of this thing. I think it'd be neat.
You know what? Now that you set that up, I'm rooting for it.
Yes.
I would love to see that take place.
Yes.
Now, I'm third-generation Yankee fan, lifelong fan. I don't want to see too much of that.
Yeah.
But it would be kind of neat.
It would be. Especially if the Rays somehow made the World Series. Can you see this humongous event? America, I don't know, say what you want about football. America's pastime, the World Series, especially if the Dodgers made it.
Yeah.
The international world would be coming to a 10,000-seat stadium.
To your point, 10,000 just in media.
For the Asian community would ask for that money. How many Asians in the Tampa area would flock
for an opportunity
to go see Ohtani?
Did you imagine
and Yamamoto?
Think about this. Imagine the cost of tickets. There's only 10,000 available.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
So, you talk about the seller's market. Oh, my God. Gosh, it feels like 10,000 seats are gobbled up by these third parties anyway, in any event.
Yeah. If not more. So, God. No, that ticket would be a premium.
Oh.
And, Tampa's a pretty big market.
Yeah,
they're going to handle, the travelers or whatever, and all that'll be fine.
Yeah, sure.
But
it'll be something.
But to cram them all in, how many can you add extra seating? There's a lot of questions.
I was thinking about that as well, but you can't do a whole lot. Gosh darn, what they do at our stadium here for Florida, Georgia, that takes a while, right? They start putting that temporary stuff up. They send the Jaguars away so they can put that.
Yeah.
That's 10,000 extra. Goodness gracious. Okay, speaking of the All Star Game tonight, we hope to hear from Kade Kistner, our buddy from Sports Illustrated. He is in Atlanta, does a super job with baseball. I know you were up on this, and I hope I'm not taking any of Cade's luster for when he comes on, and hopefully we'll catch.
It's always good to get his perspective
about 5:30. And again, something could break, and he could have a story. But I know you're sitting here wondering, Terry, tonight, the All Star Game in Atlanta. What's the musical entertainment lineup? You're thinking that, aren't you?
Of course.
You ready? Of course you are.
I always do.
You're kind of a music guy.
Yeah.
You're kind of a music guy. So here you go, folks. Here you go. And I know you're up. You can chime in because you're up on all these artists, I'm sure. So pregame tonight at Truist Field.
Just so you know, if it's not Tom Petty, I'm in trouble.
But we may see Mr. Petty here. We'll see. Truist Park. Atlanta Braves hosting their ballpark, hosting the All-Star Game tonight. Big festivity. Festivities start at 7 o'clock. The pregame ceremony start at 7. Jermaine Dupri and Ludacris, because I know you're a big Ludacris guy, right?
Love them.
So Jermaine Dupri and Ludacris, two hip-hop icons from Atlanta, will honor the city's musical legacy. Did you know Atlanta has a musical legacy?
They do, actually. I lived there for 10 years.
There you go. That's why I'm bringing this up with you.
Okay.
That's why you're interjecting
this
knowledge. Okay. So then somebody named Kane Brown will join Jermaine Dupri and Ludacris. I just like saying that.
Because it's ludicrous.
So Kane Brown joins them, bringing country flair to the celebration. So they'll get started.
Love country mixed with hip hop. It makes a ton of sense.
So they'll get started without any flair, but then some country flair gets added in. So then we'll have Jermaine Dupri, Ludacris, and Kane Brown. Now, the national anthem. Now, this is a big deal now. The national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, will be performed by the Zach Brown Band.
Love them.
Known for blending Southern rock and country.
Love them.
That's pretty blurry line, isn't it? Country and Southern rock. It's kind of blurred, right? That's pretty.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
So Zach Brown.
It's going to have a little Chris Stapleton flair to it.
So Zach Brown has a band, so it's not just Zach Brown. He's got some people with him.
Yeah.
But he's the main guy.
Yes.
Is that fair? He gets to call it the Zach Brown Band, but he's got other people? I'd be mad if I was the other people.
They're pretty good.
Are they? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is that would I know any? That. Would I know any of his songs? I've heard it. Seriously, I'm not a big name of song
your
guy.
Toes in the sand.
Got your toes in the sand,
butt in the water, or
butt
whatever.
in the water, and hand on a beer, and I need some ribs,
something like
that. All right, so that's your Star Spangled
Banner.
Fire
up the grill.
So at this point, if I know you're thinking, well, Terry, let's review what we've got.
I know where you're going.
We'll review them. So not only Jermaine Dupri and Ludacris, Kane Brown gets up there, and I think that's the pregame. The Star Spangled Banner will be Zach Brown and his band of unnamed musicians.
Okay.
And then, of course, we will need somebody to belt out, "Oh, Canada," because of Toronto, right?
Why?
Toronto Blue Jays. They're Canadian.
Are you sure about that, though?
Oh,
okay.
Yes, Toronto is Canada.
No, I understand that. So I didn't realize they did the Canadian anthem.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
So, Casey, Toronto is in Canada, right? Still, or did it move? Casey, did they move Toronto?
I've been to Toronto numerous times. Sir.
I have not. How cool is that? I heard it's a great city.
What? It's like New York.
I heard it's
just
great
like
city.
New York City.
Heard it is a really, really good city. So we're going to have "Oh Canada" will be sung by, and you know her. You probably have a couple of her CDs or albums or whatever. What do you have? Lauren Spencer Smith, a singer-songwriter popular on TikTok. She's a TikToker.
So we're going TikTok. We're not even going.
Yeah, I know. We'll pay the TikTok girl about $100.
Wow. This is a big event, by the way.
We're in a little bit of a battle with Canada, so we can't be throwing any money up there, right? We're in a little. So we're kicking Canada's butts. What we're doing, right?
I know.
And we said if you're not careful, we're going to take over you and make you the 51st state.
Yeah.
So we can't give them a whole lot of money, right? We're in a battle with them right now. So there you have it. Pre-game music celebration begins at 7. So we get off at 6. You can race home. I know you're going to race home. Followed by first pitch
at 8. A mile and a half to go.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully traffic's not too bad.
First pitch tonight, 8 o'clock. The event will be televised live on Fox. Enjoy the blend of Atlantan. Is that how you pronounce that? Atlantan.
Yeah, Atlantan.
Yeah. Enjoy tonight the blend of Atlantan hip-hop roots and Southern country energy as MLB, Major League Baseball, salutes Atlanta's rich cultural soundtrack tonight.
And it's all there. Like, I can't remember all of where people got their start, but like
the Fox Theater is one of their big places.
Well, Fox Theater is huge.
Yeah, that's the big famous.
Kind of a neat.
It's kind of like the Ryland Auditorium in Nashville. It's a famous small venue that
very small, intimate.
If you were anybody that made it big, you went ahead and played that.
So back in the day, I lived there in the 90s, and they had something called Atlanta Underground or Underground Atlanta.
Yeah.
So they would do festivals and whatnot and have these different restaurant/bars, and famous bands would come in and just play a set and then leave.
Yeah.
Remember Los Lobos?
Yeah.
They came in one night. I saw them live. Remember the Counting Crows?
Yes.
I saw them.
But they were already the Counting Crows. They were big already.
They were big.
Yeah.
But they would just come in.
There are those little places around the country that
it's so cool.
I think around the world, actually, that the big musicians will pop up unannounced.
What was the one in L.A. back in the day? Whiskey A Go-Go?
Whiskey A Go-Go.
Everybody,
absolutely.
Like the Stones played
CBGB and all that. Yeah. Everybody had to go to Whiskey A Go-Go.
In Studio 54 in New York.
Now, there was some stuff going on in that place. There was some stuff. Speaking of Atlanta,
PG, by the way.
Speaking of Atlanta, you probably know this. This is terrible. You know, Atlanta, I don't love Atlanta, the city of. I don't mind. I got friends that live on the outskirts and work and all. They're beautiful areas outside. Atlanta's gotten so big and bustling. You remember years ago, the place to go in Atlanta was Buckhead.
Yeah.
Buckhead. Did you? This is terrible. Buckhead, that area, supposedly turned and got so bad and rough and run down and drug infested and dangerous, but you still had a lot of good old Southern Georgia deep rooted money in that area too. So you had a weird mix. Buckhead got so bad. I don't know how far this got, but a lot of movers and shakers. We're talking some of the local council and wealthy people that lived in Buckhead, and they saw their area of Atlanta deteriorate. they try to annex and pull Buckhead out and be their own little city.
Yeah.
They tried, and it may still be going on. They went, wait a minute. We call the police, nobody shows up. We do this. Why don't we just do our own gig? We'll be our own municipality, and we'll hire our own police, and we'll hire our own
and do all that.
EMS.
There's enough old money there, though.
I don't know where that's at, but that wasn't that long ago. They may still be trying to, I think annex is the word, pull themselves out of Atlanta proper and say, hey, we'll do everything. We'll take care of ourselves.
And, really, Buckhead is not far from downtown. I mean, really is like a couple miles or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you.
I mean, it used to be the swanky place.
It really did. It was. I mean, you would hear people talk about Buckhead and going to Buckhead a little bit like South Beach and going to, they go, man, we'll take a trip to Atlanta, go to Buckhead. We'll stay for a few nights. That area, the SEC Media Days is going on, obviously. And I've covered that before. Not in Atlanta, but I've been to the SEC championship game a bunch in the day. And one thing that's really cool is, and Jacksonville, we're trying to get this. We're so scattered. We had no one big plan. We built something here and we built something there, right?
Yeah.
Atlanta was pretty cool. You had the old Georgia Dome, which aged out, and now they have Mercedes, the beautiful. But the Omni, I think, is still standing because they use it for space and rent, but they also have right there the World Congress Center, this massive, massive structure for, conventions and all.
Yeah.
And everything's kind of right there. That CNN building's right there. But you got to get down there. But if you get down there, everything's right there.
You know what? It's interesting because it depends on your mode of transportation.
Absolutely.
So they have MARTA.
Yeah.
Right? The train.
Yeah.
It'll drop you off right in baggage claim at the airport.
Yep.
If you want to get on the road. I used to travel all the time when I lived there. I would take MARTA to the airport.
Yeah.
Then I'd take it back, but the line only goes so far north.
Yeah.
But if you want to hop on the train, which is the above ground subway equivalent to New York, or even DC or any big city, kind of like the L in Chicago, all that stuff, it makes it easier for you. People are like, it's kind of a hassle. It's not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's Snarl City.
When I've done Atlanta and for SEC championship game mostly, when we've done MARTA, it worked out great.
Yeah.
It worked out.
It serves its purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say what you want.
We're sitting here in Mandarin. I've been here about an hour and a half. Got here a little early, set the gear up, messed around a little bit. This is at least the third rain shower.
And the sun's out.
And the sun comes out, and then it rains, and the sun comes out.
This one's kind of a sun shower.
Yeah. Did somebody recently bump the humidity button, and it's on full blast? Man, it's been humid lately.
I'm going to tell you what. Yesterday was I was out on a baseball field.
Yeah.
And it was some kind of hot, like a different level. I've been hot all summer.
Yeah.
And I was telling people, I said, this is different level.
Yeah.
But
it was cooking. We're going to keep it here a little bit longer, take this first segment a little bit longer. Trenton Torsia, Terry Norvelle. Hopefully you'll hear from Patrick Young. We're scheduled to hear from Kade Kistner, but certainly that's fluid. Kade is at the Major League Baseball All Star Game. Certainly he works for Sports Illustrated. He is kind enough to always come on our show once a week. We hope to hear from Kade. He may be on the field, he said.
Oh,
during warm-ups. How cool would that be?
Cool.
Yeah, they're warming up. We'll take ground balls, single BP, and there's Kade. Day one of the SEC Media Days was yesterday, and I don't know if you heard, and Brett and I talked a little bit about it. It seems far-fetched, but the fact that Greg McElroy, who's carving out a decent career as a broadcaster, former Alabama quarterback, and you've got to believe that Greg McElroy is close to Coach Saban. That was his coach at Alabama. Greg McElroy came out a day or so ago on a show, and he said, and he kept emphasizing this. He said, man, I've got this on good authority. This is one of the first day one stories. Today's day two of the SEC Media Days. But he said, I've got this on good authority. And I went back that his source said that he was told that Saban may have the coaching itch. Now, Brent Beard shot that down pretty good yesterday, but isn't that weird? This is This is Greg McElroy in the media.
Who played for him.
They appear to still have a good relationship. You see them a lot together because they're both in the media world now. Saban 73, I don't necessarily believe it, no, he didn't say it was a college itch.
He's already tried the pro thing.
Yeah, but does he want to get back into college? Would he want to get – no, he also didn't say it was a head coaching thing. Does he want to just be somebody's general manager in college? I don't know. But isn't that weird that he said that about his coach?
Well, here's how I look at it. They have to have a close relationship, or at least have had one.
Yeah.
And you're not going to throw something out there and see if it sticks regarding Nick Saban if you're that you're in his camp, if you will.
What do you think what you're saying is
So there's
and
I don't think there's any way you do it.
And McElroy has already quote unquote made it in broadcasting. I mean, he's accepted now. You don't think twice. He calls games. It's not like he's trying to get out of he just got in broadcasting and he's trying to get out of Little Muscle Shoals, Alabama on an AM station.
Yeah.
So he's looking to throw, darts on the board and go viral.
No. I mean,
this guy's won a national title. Right?
I'm going to tell you right now, there has to be some validity to it, or there's no way that guy rolls that out.
Yeah.
Because that could, not that Saban would do it. He's not that
I know where
kind
you're
of
going.
person.
I know where you're going.
That could destroy your career. Or
I
at
know
least
where you're going.
Tarnish it dramatically.
Saban is 73 years old. And Brett and I talked about this yesterday. He's a very young 73.
He is young 73.
He's a young 73.
I agree 100%
he retired 9 days officially. Made the 9 days after he lost the game. They were in the Final Four, right? They lost to Michigan on the goal line, by the way, right? He lost that game. They were on the goal line. And word is a tackle went the wrong way. Was it Milroe? Should have walked in. I don't want to go over the play again, but I just went over the play.
You did.
Yes, exactly. But 9 days, so he had already been thinking about it. I think he waited and wanted to talk to some people. 73 years old.
Well,
go ahead.
I thought he stepped down for more of the wrong reasons than not. I think he was tired of where the game was going, the administration, the money, all this stuff. Maybe now that he took a step back and is seeing how it's playing out, it's like, okay, I can make this work.
Maybe.
Was he against it in the beginning? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say yes. Like, no, we can't transition into this. Well, guess what? They have.
A lot of people
either on or out.
A lot of people. I got two things about Saban. I'm gonna write two things down. A year or so ago, he's only been in the media a couple of years. Right? He just retired now.
He's actually good too.
Yeah, he is good. He's really good. Nick Saban would be good at anything he did. Yeah, he's a smart guy. He's a calculated, smart, I think, guy. He caught a little flack about 2 years ago when he first got into this thing, when he was asked about where college football is going, and he's not really keen on. He sees it's going, it's never coming back, but he's not keen on the money and all this. But Nick Saban also got called out because he spent about the last 10 years as the highest paid guy in college football.
So that's $10 million a year.
Yeah,
right?
So people kind of went Saban. Here's the other thing, though, that probably shoots it down. You and I both agreed. Nick Saban, as he sits right now, wherever he's at, he's 73 years old on his birth certificate. He's a young 73. We get that. But if there is validity to this, look where we're at. He's not going to coach this year. So it would be another year, I think.
Point.
Yeah. So, wouldn't you think if he was going to do it, if this was serious, he would have something lined up and said, hey, guys, I just talked to my ESPN guys and said, hey, I got that out clause and I'm using it.
Or a haymaker. See, I think I kind of like your idea of the GM thing.
Yeah.
Because now you're controlling, you're kind of a consultant.
Yeah.
And
that's popping up in college football.
My legendary Hall of Fame college baseball coach is a special advisor to the Mississippi State Athletic Department, not just baseball. So that could be a role where, listen, you don't even have to compensate me.
Yeah.
But let me oversee this.
Yeah.
And make it right. The question is, where would he go?
God. If you're I'm just thinking aloud here. if you're Kalen DeBoer, the last thing do you want is Nick Saban in an office. Look, I'm here, right, looking over you, and you just got year one out of the way, which you knew.
Tower.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or the tower.
Or the tower.
Hey, Coach DeBoer, aren't you supposed? Oh, that's Coach Saban. Yeah, he gets to. You get to go up there when he comes down.
You would just notice the straw hat. If you saw the straw hat,
you definitely
you better
would.
run.
One more thing I wanted to get out, and this is just so ironic, and it's kind of a fun little guy wins sometimes story. Vanderbilt, certainly Vanderbilt. They haven't been able to line up with the big boys for decades in college football, in SEC football. Years ago, Vanderbilt was a power. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Years
60s,
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well before that. But I think it's kind of neat. When could we – I don't know if we've ever been able to say this. The Vanderbilt Commodore football team, it's about to take the field in 6 weeks or whatever. We're about a month and a half away from football season. Vanderbilt's starting quarterback is combined 3-0 against Alabama and Auburn.
It's insane.
When has Vanderbilt ever been able to make that statement? In the last 80 years. Diego Pavia, the quarterback from last year, he transferred from New Mexico State. I happened to be watching 2 years ago when he was at New Mexico State. They played a game at Auburn and beat Auburn in Jordan-Hare.
Yeah.
So he was 1-0.
Which is a great win no matter what year
Absolutely. And I think that was Hugh Freeze's first year, and that's the last thing he needed. New Mexico State rolled into Jordan-Hare and beat him. So 2 years ago, Pavia was the starting quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So he's 1-0, faced Auburn. Transferred to Vanderbilt last year. They beat Alabama in that mega big game, and they beat Auburn again. Yeah. He's 3-0 against Auburn and Alabama, the Vanderbilt starting quarterback. I love it, don't you?
Well, I guarantee you that's highlighted in the locker room for next go-around.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. Next go-around for Alabama playing Vanderbilt is October 4th. That's going to be the most anticipated Vandy Alabama game in years.
Ever.
Isn't it?
Ever.
I love it. I love it. Last thing before we take a break, we've gone long here. Segment number one. Trenton Torsia, Terry Norvelle here on a Tuesday live, of course, from our Tuesday home. This guy got lucky. He pulled up and he walked in. It's not raining.
Just stopped.
Yes. We're live at Hurricane Jointon Creek. Kiffin was good today. Yesterday, he was just kind of quiet. He picked at Hugh Freeze. You know, Hugh Freeze, speaking of Auburn, the Auburn coach, number one, Auburn Nation is not real happy with him. That he's going into year 3. They need some wins. They don't see the program advancing. They thought they could gain a little ground on Alabama when the great Godfather left. But have you heard the story? And Kiffin was picking at Hugh Freeze yesterday on the podium. Auburn Nation is not excited with Hugh Freeze right now. And the word is somebody did some sleuthing, and Hugh Freeze has played an inordinate, people are saying, amount of golf this summer. And Auburn's recruiting is very low. It's very low. And Kiffin was picking at him for playing too much golf. Now, if you're Steve Spurrier, who always was linked to golf, he loved golf, he played a lot of golf. I said this when Britt and I were talking a couple days ago. Steve Spurrier was a golfer. And everybody said, some people say he plays too much golf. Well, he also, at Florida, was 122 and 12, I think it was.
Yeah, so, I mean,
if you win that much.
But if you're Spurrier, you could be the closer. You don't have to go grind on the trail.
Good point.
It's like, hey,
good point,
coach, we really want this one. And then the old ball coach shows up. Boom.
Yeah.
Hugh Freeze doesn't have that luxury. And that's the thing that chases these guys out of college football, too, as you well know. They're the recruiting just gets to a point where it never stops.
Yeah.
And now not only do you have to recruit new players, you have to recruit your existing players.
Yeah. You keep them on.
Because of the deals and the portal and all that jazz.
Keep them on campus. All right, let's take our first break here on a Tuesday. Sun is back out.
Love it.
The sun and rain, boy, they're fighting it out today, I'll tell you. And it is a Tuesday. We're live at our wonderful Tuesday location, Hurricane Jointon Creek, Trenton Torsia, Terry Norvelle. We'll take a break, come back. A lot of baseball to get to, even though that sport is right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
That's a standard shot downtown Jacksonville. Rain clouds billowing. They come in. They go. That looks good.
Mandarin.
Oh, Mandarin. Yeah. Yes. I tell you, Mandarin boy can't make up his mind. Rain,
cloud,
sun.
I know it's the river effect.
It is. It definitely is. I was at the red light here, about to turn into a hurricane here in Georgia Creek, and I was at the red light. It's kind of a long red light. I knew that. And I was looking across. The creek is right here. Obviously, Hurricane Grill and Bar, Grill and Wings, Jointon Creek, right? The creek is right there. I'm at the red light, and I got a little bit of gear to roll in. It takes me, 5 minutes, but still 5 minutes. I can't just dash in. And I see the rain over the creek, and I'm like, "Come on, red light, come on! Give me green, give me green." And I end up having to do the umbrella thing. Do you have an umbrella in your car? Or are you smart enough?
In the trunk. So how smart is that?
Not very.
I mean, seriously, it's like
not very
in my golf bag.
Yeah.
And I go,
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It's about to rain. Where's my umbrella?
Yeah.
You know what I could do?
What do you have your personal safety gun in your attic as well? Hold on, buddy. Let me get up in that attic. We're gonna make this a fair fight, pal. Right.
Whatever you do, don't break. Give me 30 seconds before you.
Yeah, hold on,
please.
And go.
So, like, I have no umbrella. Do I have a plastic bag I
Yeah.
can put over my head? And then,
I try to keep. I don't have a lot of people that ride with me. You know what I mean? I just, you don't honk the horn for buddies. The old days.
Yeah.
I don't have that many people ride, so I throw I got a little small one that breaks down umbrella. That's generally on my passenger floorboard. There's times though, maybe I'm clean up. I'll throw it in the back, and I'm like, well, it defeats the purpose if I get out in the rain to get my umbrella.
Or you crawl in the back seat.
Yes, and that's terrible.
I don't know. That's kind of hard.
We're too old to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
We're too old to do that. Trenton Torship, Terry Norvelle here. I hope to hear from Kate Kistner, our buddy from Sports Illustrated. He is in Atlanta covering the All Star Game. He's going to try and hook up with us around 5:30. We hope. This date in sports history, just some fun, silly stuff to get to. This date, 1934, the New York Times had a huge article and proclamation in the New York Times. They claimed that Babe Ruth, who had just hit his 700th home run, that will be the all-time record. It will never be broken.
Wow.
Sorry about that, New York Times. Broken a few times. This date, 1951, a little bit of a trivia for you. And Casey can jump in if he would like as well.
I may need Casey's help.
1951, first color sports broadcast event. What do you think the first event broadcast here? And it was CBS, I think CBS did the first color broadcast of a sporting event. Yeah, and I'll tell you, it was in 1951. I don't know if it game or event, I guess.
Well,
what sport?
There's a big difference.
What sport? I don't know. Sport event. And it was one of the two sports that really dominated our country in the radio era. But this is TV and all. But think the radio era. There were two sports that were perfect for the radio.
I'm going baseball.
It was horse racing. Do you know that boxing and horse racing were huge radio because it's easy to describe? Same as baseball. Easy to describe as a radio game.
I'm actually.
We didn't give Casey a
horse
chance, did we?
Racing fanatic.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
I'm dead serious. But so serious that in August I'm going to Saratoga.
How did I never know that?
Oh.
Have you lost the money on the ponies?
Oh,
lost a lot of money.
Yeah. Well,
does your wife know you're
wait a minute.
a money loser on the ponies?
Well,
because if you bet, you're a money loser.
You win some, you lose some.
Whoever said that? The guy in the debtor's prison?
I have my own horse wagering app on my phone.
Good Lord.
Yeah. They're not a sponsor, so I'm not going to say who they are.
My God.
Yeah.
You can. Hi, my name is Trenton Torsia, and I have a gambling problem.
Every show we do this. No. So what you can do, this is the cool thing about it. You can pick the track.
Okay.
Wherever you want.
Well, that makes it better. All over the world.
Yeah. I mean, you can.
There's a race going on anywhere you can lose money.
Out of country. I bet.
Saratoga's in New York?
Yeah, upstate New York. I bet a race in Japan one night.
Did you just throw a dart on the board? I mean, have you ever heard of the horse?
No, that's the bad part is you just do it.
Casey, are you hearing this? Could you just hand me the money?
So
just hand me the money you want to burn.
So the weekend I'll be in Saratoga. They're going to be the big horses, like the Derby runners and stuff like that.
Are you going by yourself?
No.
Wifey's not going.
Yeah.
Oh, she'll go.
Oh, yeah.
Is she a gambler?
No.
Is she a degenerate gambler like you?
No. And, I mean, there's I'm not going to get into it about where the funds.
You should have figured that out about 5 minutes ago.
I know. Well, you walked me right into it. You could have helped me out. Now I'm in the crosshairs.
How do we? Oh, no. Horse racing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's neat because you could see the horses parade into the stadium, if you will,
and your money parade right out of the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, I've had good days and bad days.
So you have gambled?
I don't get crushed.
Wait a minute. You have gambled on? Did you say
Japanese
horse racing? Do they have Japanese jockeys? Little Japanese guys are the horses big horses or little guys?
Yeah. The other thing you could do is you could play the video on the app so to hear the Japanese announce.
Wow, you're going straight to you know where. You know that?
Way too much info.
Way too much. All right, here we go. Tell me why I have a problem with this. And this kind of doesn't sit well, and I don't think there's anything nefarious about this, but this date in sports history, 1972, Major League Baseball had an umpire, home plate umpire, Bill Haller, Haller, and his brother was the catcher for one of the teams.
Okay.
I don't like that. Should I not? Am I okay? You know,
that's not okay.
Yeah. Is that kind of an ethical? I don't like that. But it was done in Major League Baseball in 72. The umpire was the brother of the catcher of one of the teams. I don't like that.
I
don't like it.
Share something with you that you need to watch off air?
Japanese horse racing?
No.
Bill
Haller, Earl Weaver.
What now?
The most epic.
Oh, he was the umpire.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
The most
one
epic
of the great
argument.
And it's wired up. Oh, it was good.
It's not PG.
It was something else. Earl Weaver got on him, and he got it back.
Remember, he kept walking and coming back.
Walking and coming back. Speaking
of... the one funny thing about that, the funniest part about it.
So you know this umpire. I didn't know that was his. I didn't know that was him.
Yeah, that was him. And he goes, oh, yeah. This is Earl. Oh, yeah. 5 years from now, I'll be in a Hall of Fame. And he goes, for what, Earl? For what? Blanket up World Series?
Yeah. That is one of the great mic'd up baseball arguments ever.
Unbelievable.
And you can find that easy. Easy.
What
would happen if
a lot?
What would happen? And am I okay? I don't feel right about the umpire being the brother of the catcher of a team.
It's not cool. No, I mean, you really
what if they got into it? You just let them fight? Two brothers, just let them fight?
I mean, did he do it on the bases or the plate?
I think he was. It doesn't specify.
I mean,
I just don't like that. I don't like that. Staying in the getting thrown out, and Earl Weaver was a great arguer.
One of the best.
I love this one. This date, 1974. Billy Martin, at this time, managing the Rangers. Okay, because, he fired and hired. He went and coached the Oakland, I think. He coached the Rangers as well. He was a manager this date, 1974, or this week in sports history. Billy Martin, managing the Texas Rangers, was ejected from 2 games in one day. He got ejected in both games of a doubleheader. You think he carried that on into the second game?
Probably at the plate meeting. He might have gotten tossed there.
The second game plate meeting. That would have been beautiful. But don't you respect that? To get thrown out, ejected from a major league game twice in one day.
Do you remember the old commercials, the great Miller Lite commercials with Billy Martin and George Steinbrenner?
How could you not? Yeah.
And he goes, tastes great, less filling. Remember all that?
Oh, yeah.
And they go,
oh, yeah.
Billy, you're fired. Again?
Yes, it was a great commercial. All right, here's another one. And I'll give you, in case if you want to play along, feel free. I'll give you guys, don't look, quit peeking.
I can't. I don't have my readers on
anyway. We got a cheater. We got a cheater among us.
I don't have my readers on.
This date, sports history, 1921. Babe Ruth, back in the news. Funny how baseball season comes around and Babe Ruth has a lot of records. 1921, Babe Ruth on this week, he hit a home run that put him first, most home runs in Major League Baseball. What do you think the number was? Obviously, he finished with 714. But this was the home run that made him the leader. See what I'm trying to explain?
All-time leader.
Yeah, and he was there, the leader, until Hank Aaron knocked him off. He hit 714 total. This was the one that put him at number one. I'll give you a...
What year?
1921. Okay. I'll give you a 20 either way. Give me the number, what home run. And Casey, you want to jump in, Casey?
You should give 100 either way.
You think 100? I don't know. All right. I'll give you 100. So he hit 714.
So that just tells me it's a hard question. And
it really is interesting. It puts it in perspective. He hit 714. Aaron beat him and hit 755. Now Bonds. Well,
so Babe played until he played another at least 15 years.
Oh, he's doing math. My man's doing math over here. Math.
Which I was a communication major. So I don't know how good it's going to come out.
Okay.
I'll
give you 100.
I'm going to say 430.
138. They didn't hit a lot of home runs back until Babe came around. So when Babe hit 138,
I thought about
he became the leader and held that and took it all the way to 714, went off and died, and got his record broken.
it. I missed by 300.
How about that? Roger Connor, whoever the hell that is. Roger Connor was the home run leader before some guy named Babe Ruth. That's like being
at 137.
Yeah, well, 137. That's like being Pete Best. Do you remember who Pete Best was? He was the Beatles drummer before they found this guy named Ringo Starr. Nobody remembers Pete Best very much. Let's see here. Oh, this date, 1980. This is in your wheelhouse a little bit. This is pretty cool. Johnny Bench set the catcher's home run record. This date, 1980. He hit 314. And he passed Yogi Berra. He's not the leader anymore. Piazza has hit the most home runs. How about Piazza? He's hit the most home runs as a true catcher. He finished with 399.
How do you not just
give me one more?
Just one more.
Just one more home run. 399.
Just play the next year, hit one, and shut it down.
And, do what this just hit me. Do what Brett Favre and, was it Strahan?
Yeah.
Get tomorrow's pitcher and say, dude, here's a couple sawbucks here, my man.
Hey,
Throw me one right now.
So I know we're getting off, but did you see very recently Gastineau? Remember him?
Yeah, I saw that. A little dust up.
Yeah.
About that.
With Favre.
About the sack.
You cost me the record.
Yeah.
So is it a big deal? Well, you know why it's a big deal? Because when he goes to autograph shows and whatnot, he's not
good point.
Sack leader.
That's a good point.
So it devalues
That's
his
a good point.
signature.
Yeah, I did see that. This date, sports history, 1996. I don't know who did it. It might have been his dad, or probably was his own idea, but somebody had to go up to Cal Ripken on this date in 96 and say, hey, Cal, you're not at short, you're at third. He played all of his consecutive games at short.
No.
They said, no, you're too old. You don't have the range. Scoot over to third base. By the way, it was after 2,216 games at shortstop. This date, 2007. Any Philly fans in the house? Any Philly fans? How about
Just
this?
boo, because that's what Philly fans
Absolutely.
do.
And I don't necessarily think I like Philly fans in general. They're just
Who
kind of
does?
nobody. If you really want to blank off, get them mad, tell them this. Hey, back in 2007, the Philadelphia Phillies became the first major American sports franchise to record 10,000 losses. Filthy, terrible Phillies. 10,000 they had. Oh, last one. This week in sports history, 2019. Travis d'Arnaud. Does he still play? He played for the Braves.
Yeah, but he's bouncing around.
Is he still in the league? How about this? Pretty cool. Back in 2019, I think he is still in the league. He became the first catcher in a major league game to not only bat leadoff, but hit 3 home runs in the game. For a catcher, how weird is that? Had him in leadoff spot, hit 3 home runs in the leadoff spot.
That's the kind of catcher you get out of catcher and make him whatever, outfielder or something else.
Exactly. All right, Trent, you've been you hadn't been around for a little while. I want to get this. You played minor league baseball. You probably were involved in a bunch of strange promotions. That's what baseball is.
Yes.
Yesterday we had one in our Out of Bounds segment. This is coming up July 22nd, which is, not what week from today, I guess. Yeah, Tuesday, July 22nd, a week from today. Juliet the Slammers, minor league baseball team. You know anything about them? Heard of them?
I mean, I've heard of them.
Juliet Slammers. They have a promotion. I want to get this because you're a baseball guy. Next Tuesday, Pabst, the beer company, is coming out with Pabst Light. So they're doing a big promotion all over the country, right? Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. I like PBR, by the way. I'll try Pabst Light.
Sure. Why not? Less
So
calories.
they have hooked up with a bunch of, promoting their product starting next Tuesday, Juliet Slammers. Their ticket price to get in, it's raining again here, man.
It's unreal. And the sun's still shining.
Yes, it is. $2.60 to get your ticket, get you in the game.
Wow.
That's Tuesday. next Tuesday. And in honor of that, Pabst is offering like $2.60 beer.
Very reasonable.
That is very reasonable. And along those same lines, the Juliet Slammers are trying to make it a big deal. They have contacted the Guinness Book of World Record people, and they are going to try and set a record, Guinness Book World Record, that night, next Tuesday. They plan on dropping, along the $2.60 theme, 2,600 packaged hot dogs from a helicopter into the crowd. They want to set the record. And it goes with the big promotion. So if you can go to the game, you may get clocked in the head by
Are they
dropping hot dogs. They said package.
Cooked?
Yeah.
In a
what we think, yeah.
Aluminum foil or whatever they put them in?
I don't know. Who knows? Has anybody ever dropped a hot dog out of a helicopter? I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. If
We're talking about
it. If you catch one of those, are you eating it?
Hell yeah, I'm eating it.
You are? I'm thinking no chance on my end. I just...
You've ate worse from a convenience store. Settle down, Beavis.
I did play in the minor league.
Yes, you did. Know that. 2,600 hot dogs being dropped. Thought you'd appreciate that.
All at once.
I think so.
That's crazy.
They're going to do it between an inning during the game.
It'll be on somewhere on the internet.
Got to make it. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has to make it. I'm trying to think of. You missed some fun stuff yesterday. Out of bounds. I know you're not normally there, but
I was around.
Wimbledon. Did you see?
I'd love to call in for at least.
Did you see Mr. Met over the weekend? Oh, and Casey Casey didn't work, so he may not know where it's at. You didn't see the highlights of Mr. Met, the mascot?
He got pummeled, right?
So the Mets this past weekend, the Mets are on the road.
Yeah.
So there's this big concert in Citi Field where the Mets play. They're not home, right? So there's this big outdoor concert. The Lumineers, I've heard of them. I had to look them up.
Yeah,
they're an indie rock group, right? Whatever really that means. So they're playing. There's like
actually pretty good.
There's like 41,000 people, and they've got the stage set up in the middle of the field where it would be outdoors. Mets are on the road, like I said. So at some point, Mr. Met, the big head guy.
Oh yeah.
He's got the big head, and he's kind of in the same concert clothing as this piano guy on stage. He's not wearing his baseball uniform, but he's Mr. Met. They're huge. He's on the stage, kind of a walking stage. They're playing their ass. You can see all the when I guess they introduced him because you see all the cameras and it's packed. The place is packed. I don't really know who the Lumineers were. They have a lot of fans.
Oh, they're good.
So I guess the lead singer takes a tambourine, and Mr. Met's from here to the door, 40 feet away, and 20 feet. They pitch him a tambourine. Of course, he can't catch it. He's Mr. Met, and he's in a mascot.
You probably can't see out of that big.
I probably can't see.
It's a baseball head.
That plays into this. I'm not sure indie rock fans, anybody in the stadium could have caught because they're probably not the most athletic people. Anyway, I digress. So Mr. Met fumbles the tambourine, and he bends down and gets it. So he's probably 40 feet away from the piano, and I guess the lead guy who pitched it, he's heading that way. But he doesn't realize, I don't think he can see real good. And a baseball field is pretty flat. You're not going to have any fall-offs. He didn't think. He fell right off the stage. Dude, he got up so fast. He didn't miss a beat.
I'm okay, right?
Yeah, got jumped up. Oh, I'm good.
I'm okay.
I'm good.
I've done that before.
I'm good.
Not quite like that, but,
I haven't had a full gainer like he did. But we've all been out and about, and somehow you're walking and you don't pick your foot up, you stumble, you hit
either on a step or you don't realize the step off is deeper than it is.
We'll go to break here in a second. We're looking at some Major League Baseball All Star Game pregame activity. Obviously, the players are on the field. Paul Skeens, how cool! He gets his second start in a row. He's 4-8. But has the leading ERA in Major League Baseball.
It's like 2.1, 2.19 or something like that.
Yes.
By the way, the youngest guy ever
Skeens.
to start
was
back to back.
Oh, Skeens is. Yeah, he went back to back. He got the start last year. But the story
ever.
The story this year is a 4-8 record. Thank God they look deep into this. He's had a great year. His team can't score him any runs.
No.
He's got a 2-point.
He's got to get out of there.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Pirate fans, but
it's we're watching Nolan Ryan again. Nolan Ryan's 24 years. He played on about 18 years worth of bad teams. Nolan Ryan was famous for that. Nolan Ryan's got 12 one-hitters. I don't think he won all those games.
No, because I told you needed to be part of this debate. We got in a heated debate with our buddies about Nolan Ryan. And we're like to the point where you got to Google his numbers. His lifetime ERA was in the twos.
Yes.
But he's a below 500.
He played on some bad teams for a lot of years. But
you can't go out and give up a run and lose.
No, Skeens and Skubal will get the start. You made a good point, too. When we were young kids watching the All-Star Game, when it really mattered, the starters would go 2 or 3 innings.
Yeah.
And then somebody would come in and go 2 or 3. Now they try and give everybody an inning, and they run them in and run them out. But, hell, that's kind of how the game's played now. After about the 5th.
That's true, too.
They run them. As we break, I think I'm right. Maybe I'm not. Correct me if I'm. Is this the All-Star Game? Did Atlanta have a game moved because of political reasons or something? They had an All-Star Game that moved. Was it Atlanta? I'm not thinking of the wrong city. Maybe not.
How recently?
7-8 years ago. Something to do with. Maybe I'm wrong.
This is Atlanta's third time hosting.
Okay. 95th All-Star Game, by the way. 95.
That's cool.
Major League Baseball All-Star Game. They're all the All-Star games in these sports are. They've lost their luster. So much sports is on TV. But baseball, you can't trump up as much as basketball and football. Football, they cancel, by the way.
But if you want to watch the best pro sport All-Star game, it's baseball.
It's baseball, yeah. Again, you can gimmick up basketball. We can try throwing half-court lobs. We can try shooting 32-foot. Football, you saw what they did. They patted each other. They didn't even tackle.
No.
Baseball, other than being the Savannah Bananas, you can't really fake up a baseball game.
I have to throw you a pitch.
You're not going to field it between your legs at shortstop. You're not going to disrespect the game, right? You're not going to do a somersault as a fly ball's coming to you.
No, and it's the most wholesome All-Star game of all the sports. Even hockey,
baseball does have problems with, much like the dunk contest in the NBA, the home run contest. You can only do so much with a lob to pitch and a guy swinging as hard as he can. You can only do so many dunks. The dunk contest ran its course. The home run derby, I think, ran its course. What else can you do?
I heard some people today go, well, they're just lobbing it in there. Well, do you realize that's how you take batting practice,
Absolutely.
too? Now,
absolutely,
batting practice isn't about hitting out of the ballpark either. They work on certain things. Yeah.
Sure.
But it's the same velocity you're going to get from a batting practice pitcher.
They just showed, how about this, the tale of being on a good team versus a bad team. Skubal for Detroit gets the start. Great left-handed pitcher.
They're rolling.
He's like 10-3 with a 2-point-something ERA. Skeens gets the start for the National League. He's on a bad team. The Tigers are great, by the way. They may be the best team in baseball. They have the most wins in baseball, I think. So there's Skubal on that side. Skeens 4-8 with the best ERA in Major League Baseball across the league, but his team is terrible.
No, and it stinks for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. And I feel bad, and he needs to get out of there. I'm sorry. Get him out.
But, I mean, they've got him. Well, unless they trade deadline.
He's still on his rookie contract.
Yes.
Which that would be the time to get him.
Yeah.
But what are you going to give up in return?
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's take a break here. We open up the second hour off and running here. Hour number 2, the Young and Norvelle Show. Trenton Torchia, Terry Norvelle, hanging out until 6 o'clock. We want to thank our good friends here. As always, our Tuesday host. They're wonderful to us and have been for over a year now. Hurricane Grill and Wings in Julington Creek.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School. Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Will Olive, Mandarin High School. Go Stangs.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School. Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002. Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School. Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker's Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum, with We Are Martyr rolling off our tongues. Never will we roam, for we know our place is home. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing.
All right, we are back here on a Tuesday, All Star Game Tuesday. I'm not sure, Kade Kistner, our buddy from Sports Illustrated, who is in Atlanta covering the Major League Baseball All Star Game, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hook up with us. He is just up to his ears and eyes covering this game and writing stories and doing different things for his job. So if we don't get Kade, we certainly understand. Trenton
Can you imagine how chaotic?
Oh, absolutely. Right, we're watching a lot of the pregame warm-ups, and
they start in 3 hours?
Yeah, 8 o'clock. So they're on the field. They're taking ground balls. BP probably just wrapping up. Kade's out there, and I don't know if he's going to be able to check in. We'll leave it wide open. Trenton Torsia, Terry Norvelle here at Hurricane Jointon Creek, our Tuesday home. Gosh, Trent, I rolled in here a little bit early, and I fought. I don't know why I didn't just go ahead and use my instincts, and I wanted the Monterey chicken quesadilla. Oh, it's so good here, and I didn't do it.
That's not a terrible call,
and I didn't do it. I love
not a terrible call.
Quesadillas here. I love them. Just absolutely love them.
Have you had the shrimp tacos?
Oh yeah, I've had it. I love the tacos and the quesadillas here. Everybody goes wings, and I understand that. The wings are in the name.
Because it's the wing place.
Yeah, absolutely. 33 flavors and blah blah blah, but don't sleep on the tacos and the quesadillas here.
Fish dip's good too, by the way.
Have
you had it?
Yes, of course. Yeah. I've been up and down this menu. I love it. I absolutely love it. Major League Baseball All-Star Game tonight. Trent, I want to go over some numbers, teams, and news and notes, and just some stats. Have you seen? I mean, this is starting to get serious with Cal Raleigh. He's got 38 home runs.
Yeah,
he's leading Major League Baseball with 38 home runs. How about this stat? There's only been one player in the history of Major League Baseball at the All Star break that's had more, and that number was 39.
Yeah,
one more home run by Barry Bonds. I mean, this is real. Now I get it. The second half of the season, if he keeps his pace up, the pressure is going to get there. But I mean, that's a ridiculous pace. Remember, Judge with the torpedo bat, he was hitting all the home runs. When you think home run, if we stopped 100 people on this road and said Major League Baseball home run leader, Judge, he's 3 behind. Now 35 is 35. He's 3 behind. How about these numbers, though? There's been a little debate. Okay, who would win the AL MVP? Would Cal Raleigh? I don't think he's got the. Here are the numbers. Home runs: Cal Raleigh 38, Aaron Judge 35. Batting average: Judge is hitting 355 and leading Major League Baseball. Raleigh's around 260. He's basically 100 points lower. RBI: Raleigh leads Major League Baseball with 82. Judge has 81. You almost hits. Judge leads base 125 hits. Raleigh 90. You almost would have to give it to Judge. That's a hell of a year, man. That is a hell of a year.
He's got a chance to win the Triple Crown.
Really does.
I mean, you look at it because power guys don't normally hit the average.
No.
And Judge, the beginning of the season, he was right around 400 for
a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah. And you can't sustain that. There's just.
And for people who don't understand that, to hit a high average, it helps to be a guy that can beat a couple ground balls out, right? Late, it's not going well. Lay a bunt down. Get on base, right? Judge doesn't do any of that.
No.
His hits are clear hits, right? I mean, they're clean hits.
His outs are hard, too.
Yeah, he's not beating one out to the backhand side of the shortstop, right?
And the other intangible that he has, he's got a cannon for an arm in the outfield. So, I mean, he's a good outfielder. It's not a liability like a Giancarlo Stanton or something like that can't play the outfield. So, Raleigh's a catcher, correct? So,
absolutely. And
what happens to catchers down the stretch?
Yeah.
They
wear out.
Their legs go.
They're beat up. Yeah, it's a long season.
See Piazza. You referenced him earlier. So Piazza started DHing a little bit and playing first base.
Yeah.
Just to save his legs. To keep him in the lineup because
save his legs.
Such a good hitter.
Did you see the stat about Judge? He is the quickest to 350, I think it is. The quickest ever to 350 home runs. Now, I didn't know this, and I think I've got this right until I read it this morning. You think, gosh dang, if he's the quickest to 350, look out, Barry Bonds, 780, whatever. Well, don't forget, Judge, if I remember what I read this morning, Judge didn't make the bigs until 25. That's a lot of home runs if he was a 20-year-old phenom.
Which Bonds
20
was.
But yeah, exactly. Bonds, between 20 and 25, that's another 100 and something home runs.
Yeah.
So that will kill him longevity-wise to go get the big record. But how about that? The fastest, think about that now. We just talked about Babe Ruth a lot. We talked about Cal Raleigh. We talked about home run hitters. The quickest in baseball history to 350. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he plays in a favorable stadium.
Yeah.
Because he does hit the ball the other way in Yankee Stadium with the short porch and right.
Sure.
But the guy can hit, too. He's hitting 355. Yeah. It's not like he can't hit.
And you're right.
It's not boom or bust with him.
Big dude, but he is a pretty good athlete. He plays a decent center field. He covers ground. He's got a great arm. Big, strong guy. Got a great arm. Some other stats. Your wins leader at the All-Star break, Max Fried, having some issues with a blister, but Fried.
He got roughed up the other day.
He and Peralta lead Major League Baseball. It's funny, 11 wins. The old days, a guy would have 14, 15 wins.
Yeah.
Because guys pitch longer into games. Now they don't. But
because they'd push 30 wins by the end of the season or whatever.
Your ERA leader right now, we said it, Skeens, 2.01.
Stupid.
In baseball. Scooble, who'll be on the mound against him in the first inning, 2.23.
But that's insane. In the era of, they still think the ball might be juiced.
Yeah.
Right? They think it might be a hot ball just because they want baseball to be exciting. Those numbers are ridiculous.
They are.
If you look at Skeens, the most amazing thing about him, because I do this all the time, when I work with kids, it's like,
right.
Hey, I struck out 10. I go, how many did you walk? Nice. You know, they go, well, I walked 6. Well, it's like, that's not.
Yeah.
Skeens strikeout to walk ratio.
Yeah.
Is insane.
Yeah.
3-1 is like considered good.
Yep.
His is like 6-1 or
Yeah.
something. Like, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I don't know that to be. I'd have to look it up, but I think he's
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
It's going to be fun to watch him though. And then man, you feel for the poor Pirates though. The Pirates, if you try to, if you're a fan of the Pirates, and the owner says, "Well, let me see what I can get for Skeens." If you're the fan, you go, "Well, wait a minute. Going and getting a couple of prospects or one established guy and a couple of prospects, that's great, but you still will have to open up your wallet, or we're just going to be where we're at. You're just trading a super, right? Are you all in, Mr. Owner? Just trading Skeens to get a starting outfielder, another pitcher, and 2 prospects. That's great. But if you're not going to open the book and go all the way, the wallet, we're just back where we're at, aren't we? We're going to win, 74 games.
Well, it's a payroll issue.
Yeah.
Right? Small market team. So it's like that narrative's not going to change. The Royals isn't going to change. The Twins aren't going to change. The Rays aren't going to change. That's part of the problem with Major League Baseball,
Sure.
and I don't want to get into it because the Dodgers can spend all the money they want and just pay the luxury tax.
Yeah.
I'll just, that's fine. So it's the have.
They
and
scoffed at
have
the luxury tax. They're like, what is this?
But I think if you're the Pirates, you're going to get at least 1, maybe 2 first-round draft picks.
But I mean, that's
and
what
prospects.
I'm trying to get
and
to
money.
is that's not enough to get them over the hump. If you're the owner and you're a fan, you would go, well, just keep him around if you're going to get rid of him, but not back it up with more money. You know what I mean? That organization needs 6 or 7 good players.
Yeah.
So
well, then what happens when they get good?
Yeah.
And then it's time to move on.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to pay that next contract. So Skeens being on his rookie contract, when it's time for him to renew, they're not going to be able to afford him.
Sure.
According to how they operate.
You would think.
So
you
you
would
have
think
to
it would
unload him before he becomes a free agent. If you let him become a free agent, you have posed yourself as an organization.
Yeah. Yeah. And, their MO says they won't be able to handle him. If they stay to their guns, that second contract, they're not going to do that Ohtani looking thing. They're just
and that's what it's going to be, by the way.
Yeah. They're
so get rid of them while you can and get the value while you can.
Looking at we've talked some stats, individual players, looking at some stats where we're at now at the All-Star break from the other perspective. Your worst teams right now, the Rockies have 22 wins. The White Sox are considered
sad.
The White Sox are considered also a bad baseball team. They have 32. The Rockies, though, what's the record? The White Sox said it, I think, last year. They were 41 and 121, if that equals 162.
It does.
So we're sitting here and we consider the All-Star game break
halfway,
but it's not. So the Rockies have 22. 22 doubled is 44. Okay, they're going to win more than, slow down. We're 15 games. The Rockies are at game 96. They're not at game 81. 81 is the true. The All-Star game always ends. You play close to 100 games before the All-Star break. So they're probably on pace for only 37, 38.
How bad is that? How do you do that?
How bad is that? By the way,
and give these guys credit for showing up to the ballpark every day.
Yeah. And on these bad teams, I think we've had 4 managers fired. White Sox fired their guy, Pedro Grifol, last year. You wonder, a team like the Rockies, and Casey and I were talking about this before on the show a couple of times, a team like the Rockies, 22 wins, on the surface, a lot of people say, man, they got to fire. They'll probably fire the guy before the All-Star weekend is over. Is it the manager's fault, or does he have no talent? I mean, you can only coach, right?
What do they tell you about?
Isn't it a talent thing too?
So it comes down to
fire the GM.
Serving you a sandwich, right? And then making you eat it too.
Yeah.
That's kind of the scenario there.
I mean, you're sitting here whacking what Baltimore got rid of their guy, I think.
not his fault.
We've had four managers on a really, 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 really bad franchise like the Rockies.
Yeah.
Is it the manager's fault? He's got bad bullets in the gun, doesn't he? He's got bad. On the other side, yeah, or no
really,
bullets in the gun. On the other side of the spectrum, a little surprising, even though this team has been consistent from the first pitch. If I asked some baseball guys, all right, we're at the All Star break, which team has the most wins? It'd be easy to go Yankees. It'd be easy to go Dodgers. Detroit leads Major League Baseball with 59. Dodgers 58. The Dodgers just scuffled. They were riding high 3-4 weeks ago. They just scuffled. They finally took 2 of 3 from San Fran. The Dodgers at 58, they're second, but the Detroit Tigers have been consistent all year. They've run away with their division. 59 wins. How about that?
Yeah, and there's no turning back. But you're going to scuffle, too, as a team.
Yeah.
It's a matter of when does it come and how long is it going to last? So Detroit hasn't hit that point yet.
They haven't.
The Dodgers had it until recently. Yeah. The Yankees hadn't until recently.
Yeah.
And now all it takes is another team to get hot. And I think Toronto swept the Yankees.
Yes, they
so
did.
All of a sudden, you gain 3 or 4 games.
Yep.
Boom, just like in a week.
Some of the divisions, man, you got to shout out a couple of divisions.
It's going to be great
right now. How about the American League East? Speaking of Yankees and Blue Jays, do you realize 5 teams in the division, 4 teams have 50 or more wins? Look at this division right here. Same can be said. I'm going to leave this for a second, though. American League East, Toronto leads with 55. They've got a 2-game lead over the Yankees. They've got 53 wins. Boston on a 10-game winning streak. They have 53 as well, so they have made a lot of ground up. Tampa Bay is sitting at 4th. The Rays, 5.5 out. They got swept in 4 games. They're on a 4-game losing streak. But again, 4 of the 5 AL East have 50 or more wins.
I mean,
how good is that division?
Well, and guess what? Guess what happens at the end of the season? They all start playing each other a lot.
Now, same thing can be said. Look at the NL Central. Cubs took off and started running away. Don't look now. Milwaukee, 7-game heater. Milwaukee's 1 game back. But the NL Central, 4 of the 5 teams have 50 or more wins. How good is that?
It's great for the league.
How good is that, man? Wow. Milwaukee is on a heater as well as Boston. We told you about that. The Cubs had a nice weekend. They were scuffling a little bit. They've been in first place. They took 2 or 3 from the Yankees. Boston, though, is the team right now. Boston on a 10-game winning streak. And I'm telling you, it seemed like yesterday they were 8 games out and going the wrong way.
And I don't like Boston, so I'm glad that the break came at a right time.
Nice.
For Beantown.
Excuse me, Braves 12.5 out and basically out of it.
That's just tough.
They're deep. They're deep out of it with the wild card as well. The other thing, Trent, that will be fun, and I think it's going to heat up maybe the rest of this week, and then obviously the deadline is the 31st. We're going to have some movement. We've had a little bit, but there's going to be movement, right? There's going to be teams that go get pitching, teams that go get a bat. Can't wait for that. I love this trade deadline stuff.
It's kind of a cool time, too. And really the thing to look for is what contracts are expiring.
Yeah.
So where you do we're not going to resign this guy. We might as well get something for him, right?
Right.
Like we mentioned it earlier, you don't want one of your guys or your dudes to go to free agency. Then you get nothing.
Yep.
You get some sort of compensatory.
Yeah.
Thing, but
it's not. It's not.
Or compensatory, I should say.
I'll tell you who else has kind of kept it together. They were scuffling at the Mets and the Yankees really scuffled 2 weeks ago at the same time. They were losing left and right. The Mets have kind of held on. They're only a half game behind the Phillies, but those are the 2 teams. Nobody else is going to factor. The Marlins are having a decent year. But look at
they're doing what the Marlins do.
Look at the Braves, though, in 4th in that division. And you wonder, will the Braves be a sell? And who do they got to sell? I mean, they're not going to get rid of Acuna.
You can't.
Yeah. Most of their arms are banged up. I mean, who are they?
You lost Fried this year.
Yeah, and that hurt, man. He's leading Major League Baseball in wins. That hurt.
But those are the things you look back on and you go, who who's managing this situation, then it falls back on the GM. But guess who ends up being the fall person? The manager.
It really does.
The bench guy.
That's kind of what I was trying to
the skipper
to get at. Looking way ahead and looking through Major League Baseball glasses to postseason. Don't you know, two guys we talked about, Major League Baseball would love the Yankees to make the playoffs and square off with Seattle. You could have Judge and Raleigh with 58 and 61 or something.
Yeah.
MLB always looking for line stories. Love that, wouldn't they?
They would love it.
They would love
Seattle's in the mix. I mean,
absolutely. In the they're not going to win their division. Well, they're 5 out, but they're clearly in the mix for the. Let me pull up the American League wild card, and it's going to be tough though. Like I said, there's a lot of teams with 50 or more wins everywhere. Here's the American League wild card. If it ended right now, Yankees would be in, Boston would be in, and the Mariners are holding on. They're a game and a half up, so they got a lot of work. It's a long way to go. But baseball would love a storyline of a couple guys with deep 50 or how about low 60 home runs going at it.
No.
And you know where Raleigh played ball, right? FSU catcher.
Yeah.
The FSU catcher. Big, tall guy. Reminded me a lot of Rutschman, the guy from Oregon State.
Well, they've actually made that reference.
Yeah, when I used to see Raleigh playing on TV for Florida State, you went, God, that's the guy from Oregon State.
Yeah,
they've got that wiry, long.
And he's switch hitter too.
Yeah, and you knew Raleigh was going. He was a big league player.
I was trying to think back, and they probably said something last night because I watched the Derby, and one of you ever seen a switch hitter compete in the home run derby from both sides?
How about that?
That was pretty cool.
How about that? And
and they're like,
what's his
better power side? Or
yeah,
doesn't matter. The ball flies out of Atlanta.
A switch hitting catcher is so rare.
I'm just telling you, I'm
so rare. Ted Simmons. I'm trying to think of some guys.
Were we on air or off air when I said they may take him out of that catching situation to save his legs, because your legs are gonna leave you toward the end of the season. That's just the way it goes. And you hit with your legs.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want. I mean, if you watch these power hitters, they hit with their legs.
Yeah.
What did you think about O'Neal Cruz? 6'7" -ish?
Yeah, he's the Pirates guy.
He's the whippy guy.
Yeah. When I saw him a couple of years ago, you're like, wow.
You know who he reminds me of? Darryl Strawberry.
Strawberry.
I'm going way back.
They've got the build.
Same build, same sort of
and
long whippy swing.
The two guys, and by the way, the shortstop position, there's a lot of good shortstops in the big league right now.
Yeah.
When I saw a couple years ago, when I saw Cruz for the first time, had heard about him. This guy's 6'7", he's an athlete. And then I saw the Reds guy,
De La Cruz.
De La Cruz. I saw that guy. I mean, this guy, he runs like a deer.
Yeah.
Both of them are all legs.
So my buddy Jeff Brantley is the Reds color guy still on radio.
Yeah.
And De La Cruz, I sent him a text. I said, De La Cruz. And his reply was stud.
Yeah, stud. I want to see if this – I didn't watch the All-Star Home Run Derby last night. You did. I want to see if this came up, because I vividly remember 2-3 weeks ago, Casey and I brought this up. And this was a massive first week Major League Baseball this year story that totally went away. Did anybody mention the torpedo bat?
No.
You remember the first week?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Baseball is going to stop being played. This is terrible. And the hell happened to the torpedo bat? Where'd that story go? With the murder hornets. Remember the murder hornets were supposed to be heading this way and going to kill everybody?
Yeah.
What happened to the torpedo? That was the fire story week 1. Anybody mention it? Does Judge still use a torpedo bat?
I don't think Judge ever used one.
Was he not one? Somebody.
Volpe, I know Volpe.
Oh my God, they're using a torpedo bat. It's so unfair.
Have you seen one live?
They look weird.
I have. Somebody had one in this collegiate league that I'm working with, and they go, hey, there's a torpedo. I go, I've got to see it, and I look at it, and it's so gimmicky looking.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Well, you know how it works. I go, yes, I know how it works.
Yeah, move it here, from here to here, move it. Yeah.
My comment was just barrel balls up with.
Yeah. Did he get any hits with it?
I think it broke. I think somebody broke it like the first.
And you know, if they're selling that at the baseball places, I mean, because of the PR it got, you know, they're putting about a $200 price tag on it, and you break the damn thing.
Yeah. One swing, crack.
Hey, can you imagine? Hey man, can I use it? I don't want to be a bad teammate here, but no.
Well, you know,
you got to give me a deposit if you want to use my bat.
Well, the unwritten rule is if you borrow a bat and break it, you replace it.
Yeah.
And imagine going through that.
Yeah, but these young guys at this age,
they're like, hey.
I mean, I'm serious.
I don't have the scratch.
Well,
it's like, well,
I'll let you use it, but is your mom here? Can she give me a deposit?
Yeah, can she Zell me or whatever?
You remember how big that story was, though? And it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
It lasted a month.
It did. Yeah. Torpedo bat. I had no issue because reading that story, you know, there are specifications. Bats have special specifications and length and ounces. And I don't care how you manipulate that piece of wood as long as it's in the length and ounces. I mean, and that the whole concept is use the top, make it thinner, and even the handle, top of the handle, and put the bulk of the weight in the middle.
Well,
that's the concept.
They were analyzing every swing. Where do you make contact most frequently?
Yes. Yeah.
And that became the sweet spot.
Yeah.
So it was lower down the bat. Your sweet spot, instead of being right on the label, remember the old label?
Oh, yeah.
Then they move it down 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah.
And that was your sweet spot.
I still am amazed. I'll go to my grave amazed at how hard and far big leaguers hit with wood. And, you know, I grew up pretty much, the aluminum bat was just coming in. It was, you know, in Little League, they were, I remember as a Little Leaguer, there would still be some wooden bats in the big green duffel bag thing, but the aluminum bat was coming in, right? And, gosh, these guys hit the ball so far with wooden bats. Wooden bats.
And so did you see this? It's pretty recent. Palmeiro was on video. Rafael Palmeiro.
Yeah.
At Home Run Derby celebrity thing in Houston.
Right.
He's got aluminum bat.
Crushing it.
Dropping tanks. He's 60 years old.
Just crushing it.
Dropping tanks. So I sent him a text. I go, hey, where were you dropping all those tanks? And it was narrated or whatever. And he said, I was in Houston for some Home Run Derby thing. I said, how many did you hit? He goes, like 12. I go, like, the fact that you hit one.
Yeah.
I don't care how many swings you get. He's 60 years old. His swing looked like it did in college.
Really?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, sweet swing is a sweet swing.
Well, and it's like, what kind of a neat story. And I don't know if you would go up right now and take BP, you probably would because you're crazy that way.
Ooh.
But the question, would I go out and throw live to a hitter, right? I'll throw batting practice with a screen in front of me, but I'm not throwing a live hitter.
No way.
It's game over.
No way.
Game over.
No way. That thing's coming back at you.
I can't even react to it.
No way. All right, let's take our final break. We'll come back, start wrapping things up. Trenton Torsia here. Terry Norvelle, glad to be here. Our Tuesday home, of course, is Hurricane Georgia Creek. Back after this quick timeout on Action Sports Jacks.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is.
Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
Okay, back we are. Looks like some more rain is rolling in, but it's that time of year. Boy, it stops. Sun comes out. Look at that.
Hey, remember our guy sent us a picture?
Yeah. Yes.
Our buddy?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
And it was clear.
How about that? Yeah. Miller
You
sent
think he's racing it back?
and
to
he was
Georgia
downtown.
Creek?
Our buddy was on a boat downtown, and now it was clear, but now look at it. Welcome back. It is a Tuesday edition. We're here at our Tuesday home, as always, in the heart of Mandarin, right here by the Jointon Creek is where you will find Hurricane Grill and Wings every single Tuesday. So very glad to be here and be associated with this wonderful location. This happened just a second ago. I'm not the only one. I'm looking at the ESPN headlines, right? Just seeing if anything was breaking before we get out of here at 6 o'clock. And you see Trent, what are there, 8 or 9, 7 or 8, little different headlines. Jets, Sauce Gardner, now the highest paid cornerback. You could click on that story. Guard Trey Smith for the Chiefs, blah, blah, blah. Look at the very bottom. And I know I'm not the only guy because I've said this before. It's a golf reference. But I hate, and it happened right here. Don't you hate, particularly on a scoreboard on a Saturday or Sunday when you're watching golf, don't you hate when Scotty Scheffler and Xander Schauffele, when they're in the news together, and here are two separate, and they're on top of each other. Scheffler's reality. Winning is not a fulfilling life. That's the best golfer in the world, Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah.
Right below, Schauffele offloads trophies, unsure where gold is. I guess he won a gold medal in the Olympics, I guess. But those two names, don't you screw them up? you'll glance at the scoreboard and go, "Oh, Scheffler." No, that's Shoffley. Normally, it's the other way around.
Well, and I call Shoffley Chaffel, and they're like, "It's not Chaffel."
Shoffley.
It's like, but it looks like Chaffel.
Shoffley,
right?
Yeah. Oh, they did it.
No,
and how do they get right on top of each other? Right
well, the other thing is they're both generally on the leaderboard.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And obviously, Scheffler is the dominant. But I've looked up before, and I've glanced real quick. Maybe I'm at a sports bar at home, whatever, and I go, "Oh," and I'll go, "No, that's the other.
That's the other guy." Yes.
How does
that? I've done it.
How does that happen? Day 2 of SEC Media Days is basically just about wrapped up. I haven't seen a whole lot of any. Wow, like yesterday, the Saban stuff kind of broke this time. Yesterday, today Auburn came through, and Hugh Freeze, boy, he's having a tough offseason. The Auburn fans are not happy with him. They don't think he's recruiting hard. Kirby Smart came through. Georgia was there. Tennessee was there, and probably the biggest star of the 4 days, Arch Manning. I know he hadn't played a lot, but he came through today in Atlanta, SEC Media Days. He was one of the 3 players that Texas brought. I think Arch Manning is the biggest. He would draw the biggest crowd in the 4 days.
Yeah.
The legend of the Manning name.
The pedigree. That's
the second biggest guy, I think, coming through is tomorrow. Florida goes through tomorrow, Lagway. I think Lagway, and Brent made a really good point. Lagway hasn't thrown at all in the offseason. That has spooked Gator Nation. And Brent made a great point. Florida really had to bring Lagway tomorrow. But if Lagway wasn't one of the – and you pick 3 guys. A lot of times they give them upperclassmen or a guy with great – a good player but good grade point average. It's kind of neat for some kids. Some kids don't like it. I couldn't imagine if Florida did not bring Lagway. I think Gator Nation, without seeing him, and they're going to want to see him tomorrow. They're going to want to see him in a suit, walking well, and not favoring an arm or a shoulder. But can you imagine if Lagway didn't go tomorrow when it's Gator Day? Gator Nation would be spooked.
Yeah, the ground swells of.
I think they'd be spooked.
Going on over there.
Yeah.
The whole Manning thing too is just kind of like it's the pedigree, it's the past, it's this, it's that. You probably talked about this yesterday, but Sankey with the whole favoring expansion of the tournament.
Yeah.
And it's like, where do you draw the line? And we've talked about this ad nauseum, and it's like, who knows the answer to it? Because you can keep, there's plenty of capable teams. Are there, though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it a money grab? I mean, do you condense the regular season? There's a lot of narratives there that you would have to work through. But looking ahead, way too early SEC baseball season.
Where the hell did this come from?
2 things.
Okay, go ahead.
LSU has 11 of the top 165 high school recruits.
Good Lord.
2 of them pulled out of the draft.
Right.
First of all, why do you pull out of the draft?
Yeah.
Mississippi State got a lefty high school recruit. He throws 102.
102.
So all of a sudden you're like, guys are – my point is, it's kind of a, what else in news thing is, I think this money, the $20.5 million that the school gets, that they don't get it. They have to spend it.
But baseball won't see a lot of it. Yeah.
NIL deal.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of the MLB draft, I saw where Florida State had 11 players drafted.
Yeah.
11. Florida had like 6, I think, but FSU had
11's a big number.
That is a big number. Florida State, and they were good. They had a good team.
Carry 35, probably.
They had 11 drafted. The one that surprised me, though, I had seen where Jamie Arnold, their star left-handed pitcher for Florida State, I had seen him all season. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 4, 1. Somewhere in that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spot. He went 11th overall. Nothing to sneeze at. But you made a good point. It looked like the guys all the draft stuff in Major League Baseball I saw, and you probably as well as the season played out, it was the guy from LSU, Anderson. It was Arnold. It was all these. And then all of a sudden, it was almost like baseball got spooked, and they jumped on a bunch of shortstops, a bunch of high school shortstops.
I think 3 or 4 of the top 10 picks were high school shortstops.
And that wasn't projected all year.
No.
It was going to be Anderson from LSU, Arnold from FSU, arm after arm after arm, and didn't play that way. It's almost like they got spooked, or were they playing opossum? I don't know.
It's hard to say, but any high school kid you ever draft that high, it's a crapshoot. I mean, you could go back. Remember Shohei Dunston?
Yeah.
First player picked by the Cubs back in I think it was the 80s or whatever. Played, but didn't really pan out to be a whole lot. And you can't miss anymore. If you're spending $12 million on the first player picked in the draft, I don't know what the slot is. It might be $15 million.
Yeah,
but it's somewhere around there, right? It's a stupid number.
Yeah,
I was telling a player today, one of the college players in the league, Will Clark went number 2 overall behind B.J. Surhoff, 1985.
Wow.
You know his signing bonus?
No.
$425.
Really?
$425.
God, I saw somebody on the internet I was reading the last couple of days was digging up. I'm too lazy to dig it up. You can find the slot numbers, and he was throwing slot numbers, and it was, so-and-so, I don't know if he's going to come back to college. He was drafted in the 9th round with the, 400th, that's slotted at 309.
Yeah.
Wow.
450,000 or whatever the number is, and it's
chicken feed. Now,
what's it take?
Chicken feed.
But these high school shortstops, they're going to get more than a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Now, here's what they need. They need to slow roll them through the system, and they tend not to do that.
No, not now.
Now, if you come out of the SEC or the ACC,
I get it.
The Power Fours.
Yeah.
You could move fast.
Your level, you've been playing at a high level.
That's why you need to think about going to college versus
because
you're overmatched. Even at A-ball level, as a high school player, I'm sorry.
Have you been tracking Caglione?
Yeah,
he's about a $150.
Yeah, but
he's coming out of it a little bit. He went back-to-back home runs in back-to-back games, and then the All Star game popped up. But he was 2 for his last 8 in his last 2 games, which is 250. I mean, he's batting 150. But he did go home run. He got 4 home runs, but he went back-to-back. We've kicked it around. It's a weird situation. Kansas City, you don't want to ruin. You're not going to ruin him, but you don't want to. You want a good taste in his mouth. So you're sitting there going, okay, do we send him back down? Kansas City's in the wild card race. I mean, they're in the ballpark. So if they were 18 games out of the wild card, you just say, well, just leave him up there and let him hit through it.
Yeah.
But you owe it to your team. If you're still in a run, you go, can we carry this guy another 200 at bats if he's not ready? We're trying to get. I don't know.
How long ago was it you and I talked about this?
Several weeks.
Tags.
Yeah.
3 or 4 weeks ago. If you move him up, because you were like, he's tearing it up in the minor league.
Yeah, and he was murdering it.
Of course. So if you move him up, you can't put him back.
I know.
It demoralizes
it's tough.
a lot of players.
He's going to play in the bigs for a long time, and I think he's going to be a good player. But you could be stunning his growth for 2 years. You may be right. You could be stunning his growth. It'll be fun to see. Anybody, I don't know if anybody in Major League Baseball probably needs this 4 or 5 game break than Cats. He probably needs a bonus baby, big strong guy.
Called up fast.
By the way, his last home run was 466 feet. I mean, not a lot of guys hit the ball that far, but
he was
he
was
can
just
use,
in Gainesville. Last year.
Yeah.
So
he can use probably 4 or 5 days to decompress. I think this came at a good time, don't you think?
Yeah.
Go catch his
For
breath.
a guy like him in his
catch
situation,
his breath.
100%.
And I think his first 25 or so, 50 at bats will be very telling. If he's going to get out of it this year, or it's just going to be a really tough first trip. Don't you think his next 25 to 50 at bats?
Yeah.
I think.
But here's the other thing think about too is my first full season in the minor leagues, 142 games in 144 days.
God. That's rough,
So,
man.
It's every day. And you're
rough.
sitting there going, I'll take a rain out for
Yeah.
a doubleheader tomorrow all day long just to like rest.
Yeah.
To your point, decompress.
Yep.
So you're going from playing.
He played a lot of
when the
baseball in
Gators
Florida.
get deep. So
He played a lot of baseball in college.
So what? 65 games, right? In a
Yeah.
season? Maybe you go play summer ball, another call it 30 games or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is grueling.
Yeah. Well,
and then factor in the travel and all that. It matters.
Changing sports on you, but staying in the same theme. The Mavericks? They gave Cooper Flagg 2 games in the summer league, and he's not hurt or anything. They just said, okay. He his first game in the summer league, he scuffled around. The ball didn't go in the basket. He's Cooper Flagg. He's fine. His second game, he had 31 points, I think it was. Had a nice game. 9 rebounds, 31. They said, okay, that's it. Just give a little taste. The days of guys like Cooper Flagg between his AAU ball, his ball at Duke, they went to the Final Four.
All right.
You know his high school teams played 1 million games. His summer teams, the days of,
that's a lot.
It is. It is. I want to jump back. We've got about 10 minutes left or so here before we're out of here. I want to jump back to the SEC Media Days. It'll happen in 2 days. It's a 4-day event. Actually, got about 4 minutes. This will be the first time. Day 4, they send out an electronic vote, and they ask the media, rank, who do you think will win the SEC, blah, 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 all the way down. This will be, it looks like, the first time in years that the media will not pick either Alabama or Georgia. It'll be Texas. Texas is going to, watch.
Huh?
Texas is going to get the nod. Watch. And the Arch Manning stuff, I think Texas is going to get the nod. I don't know if that means anything, but just unique that the stronghold. Remember, it was Alabama, Georgia, Georgia, Alabama, Alabama, Georgia, Georgia, Alabama.
For years.
Yeah.
You knew when Texas and Oklahoma coming in, all sports.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at.
Boy, Texas has been seamless. Boy, they've hit the ground running, man. They've hit the ground running.
You got the baseball, you got the football, you got the track and field.
Yeah,
I mean,
softball just won the national title,
unreal.
and the SEC is the dominant softball conference. Yep. And Texas walks in and says, "Thank you very much." They just won a national title. Yeah. They couldn't get over Oklahoma for years in softball. They both go to the SEC, and Oklahoma doesn't go as far as Texas wins the damn thing. It'll be
good though.
Tomorrow will be interesting too. We'll probably have more SEC media days info when Florida goes through there, and you got to believe. Napier's going to be asked, I don't know how they're going to phrase it, but the obvious question, I think, to Napier is, Coach, I mean, I think if I was asking a coach, I think there's a prevailing thought that you have struggled, Coach, with some game day management, play calling, feel of the game. Have you, Coach, do you feel that way? And, he's probably going to say no, but, Coach, did you do any field trip homework over the week, over the off season? I think that's a legitimate. He has had so much trouble game management, and Gator Nation pretty much feels that way. If you watch them, you wonder, and if he did, would he admit to it? But I think Gator Nation would love to hear, well, in my profession, I'm always striving to get better, and I actually spent 2 weeks and went to Nick Saban's lake house, or something. I've said this. I think the one member of the Gator football program that has to pick up his game the most is not a Lagway or a Tyreek Sapp or Jaden Ball running back. I think it's the head football coach.
Yeah.
I think head football coach. Game day management.
And so when he's when he's posed that question, is he going to stay calm and answer the question, or is he going to trip him up?
Yeah,
and that'll be the telltale sign of whether you've got the right person at the helm.
I've been asking a little bit, and I've been some people I know that are in Gainesville and around the program, and one guy came back and said, "Well, no, Terry, your theory," because I think he struggles. I think he struggles in game day. I think he struggles feel for the game and when to call crazy
clock management and all that
stuff. And I was told, okay, well, he's got a structure in place. He's not doing all those calls. Well, I called my buddy out, and I go, okay, well, that's wonderful. But even if he's got a situation where he's not physically, whatever he's doing is not working.
Yeah.
And you put the workings in place. I don't care if I was told, well, the play calling is more of a committee, so it's all not on him. Well, it hasn't worked.
At the end of the day,
yes,
it's on one person.
Yes.
They talk about that all the time in the NFL. It's like, if you have a headset on and you're listening, you trump everybody.
I agree. I totally agree. All right, we're about out of here. Be interesting tonight also. We didn't get into it, but you would think that tonight's fastest pitch would be from Paul Skeen. It may be from the Milwaukee Mizorowski or whatever his name is. Guy 5 starts. He's throwing at 102 at times.
Let's handicap it. What's the over-under on the fastest pitch tonight?
101.5, I'll say. 101.5.
I'm taking the over.
Okay, over. Whoa, flamethrower. Flamethrower. That'll do it, Trent. Thanks for coming out. Trent may join us on Thursday as well. We would love to have him. We'll get back together tomorrow, our Wednesday edition. We'll get back together at 4 o'clock. Hope to hear from Brent Beard, who will still be in Atlanta. That'll do it for Casey Kurtz producing. We're glad you're with us. We'll join us tomorrow, 4 o'clock, for the next edition of the Young and Norvelle Show.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Will Olive, Mandarin High School. Go Stangs.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oakleaf High School.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002. Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School.
Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
The rhythm of my heart is beating like a drum. With We Are Martyr rolling off our tongues. Never will we roam, for we know our place is home. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing. Where the ocean meets the skies, we be sailing.